Hello, Aries. What is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical with some general messages. I pull a spread in your finances and career. I pull a spread in your love life, and then I close that with spirit guide messages. Um, with all of that said, Aries, you guys are on the path to blossoming fruition. Your perseverance is going to be rich, your persistence is going to be richly rewarded. But keyword is persistence, and you guys have that drive in you. You have everything, every tool that you need to get through and get what you want. But you have a lot of distractions in the path, and I can see that in your cards. Now, I'm not saying that you are getting distracted. I can see that there are like these external distractions trying to pull you off path. If you get pulled off path, cool, you're human, we're all human. Go ahead and redirect yourself back on a path, okay? And refocus, recenter. Because again, you got the card blossoming, you have realization, and then you have fruition. So you're not quite at the fruition part. It's still blossoming here. You have some sort of realizations that you are the key to everything that you want. You have a huge life purpose, like huge life purpose. And part of this realization though is about boundaries and extremes, okay? Like hitting this extremes of these, like extreme highs, extreme lows, extremes within relationships, within platonic or romantic, it doesn't matter, extremes within work even, right? Where it's like we work, and then we burn out, and then you procrastinate or whatever it may be. So finding that balance, that in and not oscillating on such a strong swing is good. A pendulum is going to be really good for you, okay? You normally watch Gemini, but I'm an Aries rising, so you're here. Wonderful. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. You also had resistance, though. Now, this card doesn't talk about what you think it does. It's actually talking about what we just discussed here, where it's like, don't cave into the resistance, don't cave into like the external drama, the love you, Priscilla, don't cave into these things outside of you. You have this path here, and your higher self is like calling you home. Literally, here you are. You're gonna walk right up into your home, into your higher self, into your mission, your purpose. But you have been going through it, Aries. You've had a lot of different cycles of life, and the cycles of life card really discusses the highs and the lows. Same as like the extreme card from the other deck, right? But again, you are blossoming. Master number 33, so you do have the Ascended Masters with you, and the realization card is 3 as well. So 333 could be a significant angel number or synchronization that you could be seeing during this time. You could be a life path 3, you could be 33 years old, you could be born on the 3rd. Take it as it resonates for you, okay? Listen to your intuition though. I definitely see you really standing on principles right now. You've got Cancer and Sagittarius energy here very strongly. And it's like there's energies around you that are operating in secretiveness, and it's going to be up to you to almost decipher them, okay? Because there's a lot of people whose motives aren't what they see. Standing on business, yes, Canceria. 10 toes down, not a toe missing, okay? There's a lot of people around you, and it feels like close friends, okay? But anything that you lose over this time, keep in mind it's eclipse season. So we are eclipsing things out. And sometimes some things that are eclipsed out are like certain friendships or relationships, platonic, romantic, family, doesn't matter, right? Spirit's letting you know, hey, you're dodging bullets, okay? Because these people are happiness haters. They don't want to see you happy. They want to keep you stuck in some sort of cycle, which is why they keep bringing forth distractions to you. So really watch the people who have conversations repeating the past, okay? Versus people who have conversations that are all about empowerment and your future right now. It's kind of like, okay, let's say that you tried to start a business and you failed at it, okay? It's like that person that's like, okay, remember when you failed and you sucked and you started this business and it didn't go anywhere for you? It's like they constantly want to bring that up so that you don't feel growth from that. Failure is just a new opportunity to succeed, but you have somebody around you who purposely brings things up or tells you little things as a form to pull you off path. I do feel like the divine is going to intervene in this and pull this person out of your life, okay? Whoever this is. It could be a group, it could be a single person, whatever it may be, or however it shows up. Your intuition is going to let you know, though. And it's because this person is not in alignment with your principles anymore. They're not in alignment with who you are blossoming into, who you are becoming. The color green, your heart chakra, something about your heart opening. And I do see your heart opening. You do have heart with a key right here. And what's interesting is safe space came out. It says, I need a secure place to open up. So I feel like you've dealt with a lot of insecurity, unsafe energies, and this new cycle, the fruition that you're coming into, is security. It's safety, okay? It's where you are flourishing and thriving rather than just surviving. And then we have health. Yes. It says, I'm going to be a part of your health and wellness journey. Okay. So you could be meeting somebody new who is going to be a safe space. They're going to be part of like your health and wellness journey, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, however it shows up in your life. So Lover's card here is showing that you are making really healthy decisions. This is Gemini energy. So my Gemini that is watching here, this could definitely indicate you as well. Making healthy choices and decisions. There might be a decision that you're making, and I feel like one's going to bring a tower moment, the other one's going to avoid the tower moment, okay? Now, I feel like for other people external to you, it's going to be shocking for other people to see the decisions that you're making. They're going to be shocked to see that you're standing on business, as Canceria said, right? Your finances and career looks really good, okay? This is about seizing the moment. This is that overflowing prosperity. Okay, investing in the right things. Some of you guys could be making investments in your home. This I do know, so this isn't psychic download here. It is showing up in the cards though. But my girl Priscilla is investing in her home right now, building furniture today, being very productive. So it could show up in ways of that. We'll just use her as an example. But some of you guys, it could be a home-based business or workplace. If for some of you guys, you do need to clean up like your desk area. Okay, I'm seeing that there's some clutter, or like wherever you work, all right, somebody works on their bed, you might want to like get in the habit of like making your bed every day or something, okay? Especially like if you don't get out of bed. Also, there's something here about eating something when you first wake up, but they're showing me an apple or like applesauce. I don't know, maybe you're a geriatric person, but I'm just kidding. No hate on applesauce, okay? It's just not my preference. Okay, anyways. But yeah, it's definitely time for you to seize the moment, time to profit. There's a lot of divine timing here, okay? The eating things for you, okay? Yeah. But anyways, so keep your heart open. Let's go ahead and shuffle live on camera and let's see here. Again, your persistence is going to be richly rewarded. So the more that you persist in like your growth, your evolution, your finances, career, whatever your goal is, right? Opening your heart, meeting the right person. You had apple and peanut butter for breakfast this morning. Perfect cosmic lighthouse. I love apple and almond butter. I do. That's one of my favorites. I freaking love that. Or like those peanut butter pretzel things. Try not to only have coffee. Tea, baby. I'm like on a tea kick right now. I don't know why. And I have ADHD, that's why. So I have a hyperfixation, meals and drinks and stuff. Mine's tea right now. But okay, let's go ahead and see what we've got. Messages, please, for Aries. What do they need to know? Thank you. Okay, we have trust, and it came out with redemption. Okay. This is going to be your redemption era. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust the process, because sometimes things aren't always going to look like what is the outcome, okay? So it's kind of like, yeah, exactly. It's like when the weather predicts that it's going to be a stormy day at 3 p.m., right? And you go to the beach and you're like, gosh, it's so beautiful. You're like, there's not a cloud in sight. And then suddenly 3 p.m. comes. It's like black outside, okay? It's like that, where things aren't always going to look like what's happening here. Bottom of the deck is Divine Gateway. Yes. Okay. So portals, the 9/9 portal can be coming up. The Fifth Element. Do you remember when I dressed up as Lilu from the Fifth Element? That costume ended up going viral. That's so funny though. That's my favorite freaking movie. Besides Matilda. I love Matilda too. Okay, anyways. Goldfish could be significant. You guys could be seeing goldfish. Or there's something here about vines. Like, you know those houses that have like vines on them? That is one of your favorite movies. I love that. Same. But redemption here. And there's a bunch of skull and crossbones at the bottom of this. So that represents skulls in traditional tarot represent, well, one, the death card, Scorpio energy. You could have Scorpio in your chart, but the transformation is what the death card represents. Number one. Number two, it represents your truest form, your truest self. Okay. And so there's something here about you're going to have, I love that. Yes, exactly. Multiple versions. Hold on. We got to cover her Yetis. Did I get both of them? Yes. Okay. You're going to have multiple versions of yourself throughout this lifetime, throughout this transformation, and accept every single version as they come up. I feel like you're the type of person who feels like you've lived 1,000 lifetimes in one lifetime. You know, and it's because you have. Transformation could be a very integrated part of your life. Archangel Gabriel is also showing up very strongly. I don't know why I'm hearing Machisel deck. Okay, also, I don't remember what that is about on, right. Let me Google it. Give me 1 second. Machisel deck. I don't even know how to spell that. Machisel deck. Zeldeck. Okay, King of Salem and the priest of El Elon. He was first mentioned in Genesis 14:18 through 20, where he brings out bread and wine and blesses Abraham. Okay, so he's part of the Hebrew Bible. So yes. Okay, he's an eternal high priest and kings who are superior to Levitical priesthood and temporary covenant it represented. Okay, so that could be coming out. That seems very, for, you know, whoever that's for. I don't know much about that, so I do apologize. My ignorance there. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have. Messages, please, for Aries during this time. Sovereignty is coming up here, and beauty. Okay, seeing the beauty in all of life. Sovereignty, though, is calling all of your power back to you and standing in your power without any distortion, okay? Without people pulling on your energy, without these things external to you. So this week, it's all about calling back your power. Card number 41, which breaks down to number 5, changes, okay? Sometimes I feel like you've been through a lot of different, like, power struggles as well, where it's like people wanted to control you or possibly manipulate you, and this is where you're calling all of your power back in and you're trusting the process. You're operating from your divinity, your highest version of yourself. Okay, let's go and see what we have. Messages, please, for Aries. General messages for Aries. You've got threatening. Okay, broke ass. Unfazed, unbothered, unfuckable bitch. Why bother? Aries is that bitch, okay? That's what I'm getting here. And wants you back. All right. And then we have bad reputation as your overall energy. I don't think that you have a bad reputation. I think that somebody's building such bad reputation for themselves that they're trying to come back around. Tell me about threatening. Intimidated, threatened, and bothered. Okay, we have resistance. Crazy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You could have Taurus in your chart. And then we have rebellion. You also have a parrot on here, so somebody could be like gossiping or talking shiz. And that also came out with versatility. I just heard can't beat them, join them. Empathy and bluff. And then lust. Okay. Overall energy is a fair. Okay. So All right, this is not a great spread. I'm gonna be real. It has nothing. Well, it has everything to do with you because you're doing so good. Somebody's gonna want to come back into your life, right? There's somebody here who, again, you can't beat them, join them. That's the versatility, right? It's this energy. It's also Gemini energy here, being versatile, right? Being able to move in and out of duality, things of that sort. Geminis are great at that, okay? You could have Gemini, you could have Taurus in your chart. They could have Gemini or Taurus. We got lots of Taurus here. We have Aries showing up here, Pisces, Gemini again, and Aquarius is also showing up here. Okay, so those are the signs that I've got heavily on the table just from these cards. As you can see, these cards they tell you what sign that they're operating in. This person that you're dealing with here, okay, you could have been romantically involved with somebody who does not have good spending habits. We have broke ass here, and then unfazed. You know, I feel like, clarify this actually. They're threatened by your demand of their energy to change, to transform. Yeah, Nine of Swords in the reverse. Their current energy right now is trying to act unfazed, unbothered, but they're going through it, okay? If you're wondering if somebody who did you wrong in the past is going through karma, yes. Yes, they are. They are single-handedly on the bottom of the wheel, okay? King of Swords here, Aquarius energy, and the Three of Swords, the Emperor card in the reverse. I feel like this person here really there was some sort of like power dynamic between you, and that was part of their rebellion or their resistance. It's like you demanded change and growth and evolution, and they just couldn't do that. And instead, you know, it really bothered them, okay? Your energy bothered them. They, you know, wanted to retaliate almost against this energy here. So they're going through some sort of karma. Now, your future energy is they want you back, but we also have bluff, you have empathy, and you have lust, okay? So this person that wants you back is going to come in, they're going to bluff, they're going to lie their way through their teeth, okay? They're going to pretend to be very empathetic, and I know, and I've changed, and I've grown, but in all reality, they're just being a chameleon. A chameleon does what a chameleon does, right? They are the type of energy here where they just try to blend into what people think that they want of them, okay? They blend in with their environment. Tell me about Wants You Back with bluff, empathy, and lust. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, the grass wasn't greener on the other side, Spirit said. Eight of Cups in the reverse. They can't move on from this situation. I'm hearing, do you think you're better off alone? It was an old song. Okay, do you think you're better off alone? The Hermit card in the reverse, Virgo energy showing up very strongly. This person's going to pretend like, oh man, I've gone within, I've changed my mind, I see things differently now. The Death card, Scorpio energy. And it's going to be up to you to not take this person back. Yeah, the Hierophant in the reverse, okay? Because this person's going to do the same thing that they did again, where they don't actually appreciate, they don't actually like date you. They're just trying to have you take them back so that they're able to escape this karma, escape this accountability, okay? Because by you taking them back, that means that you'll take it on. Like, you'll take on their lesson that they were meant to learn, okay? Or you'll absolve them of this lesson here. But we have appreciation in the reverse. You have affair in the upright. And you have acquisition in the reverse, okay? So it's like they aren't going to actually be able to stand on what they're offering here. Ace of Wands in the reverse, yeah. The Star card. I think this person overestimated. Hi, Jenna. I apologize. I suck at pronouncing names. Northern California. Love that. Thank you for being Jana. I'm so sorry. Girl, I'm blind. Okay. Literally don't let this fool you. I have to wear glasses. Justice card. And the World card. You have ended this contract already. You've already gone through this contract here. They feel like you feel like they're their wish. Okay, hold on. Wait, they feel like you feel like they are just like God's gift to your life, okay? So they think very highly of themselves. Ew. Yeah, two of hazards, and they're more of a hazard, okay? Two of pentacles here. This person's real wishy-washy. Like they don't stand on business. They don't stand on anything. All right, and you're gonna have the strength here to let them know, like, yeah, it was all cool and all, but I'm good on that. Three of Wands in the reverse. I don't want a future with you. Three of Swords. You're gonna have to break their heart, okay? Callie, thank you for being here. I know, I'm so sorry. I said I would show up this weekend and then I didn't. I apologize about that. That's why you guys are going first today, though. Well, not first, but first in the list of, zodiac signs. Three of Swords. You're gonna have to break their heart, but that's actually gonna help you, like, stand in your power and feel better about yourself, because it's like, I can make good decisions for myself, right? I'm confident. Like, it was never me. It's gonna give you some sort of sense of, like, yeah, it was never you. Like, you weren't the problem. And I feel like this person tried to make you the problem, okay? Three of hazards. They're still going to do the same thing. All right. They could end up going through, like, friends, or, it's like they hear that you're going to be somewhere and then they want to, like, secretly meet up too. Like, they're going to be like, oh yeah, no, my friend, I didn't know you were going to be here, but they knew that you were going to be there. Somebody mentioned that you were going to be there. So it's like they're trying to place themselves where you go, or places that you frequent or visit, places that they know that you and your friends go to, things of that sort. This person has a bad reputation, though, a very bad reputation, and they are in their ego. So it's going to hurt their ego even more for you to reject them coming back, because again, they're God's gift to you, duh. So it's just, they're gonna, yeah, their ego gets in the way of their connections with people, though, of thinking that. Judgment in the reverse, yeah, and the Ace of Cups. It's not a good idea to go back around towards this person. This person, Knight of Wands, is a wand nightstand, okay? Knight of Wands to me is a one night stand. It's the wand nightstand, where they come in with their magical wand, right? Or magical tulip, whatever they've got, magical donkey, okay, whatever it is here. But they're in and out of your life. Like, they come in just as quickly as they leave. I'm hearing promiscuous as well. Promiscuous girl, you're teasing me. You know what I want, and I've got what you need, okay? The Hangman in the reverse. But you are enlightened now. Like, you have this higher wisdom that is just not meant to be. Like, why would I want what's not meant for me? Divinely. Like, baby, no. We are divinely protected, and I'm gonna let this go. Like, absolutely not. You're like, oh, now you came back around because nobody else wants you? No. Yeah, exactly. It's that saying there, that meme where it's like, if you let them go and they come back, it's because nobody else wanted them. Right? Yeah, same shit, different day, and then kissing ass. So they're gonna come back in like kissing ass, but it's the same shit. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Spirit's saying, like, you already know who they are. They're creeping on you for sure right now, okay? But they're a waste of time. They could be always partying, something of that sort, okay? So just be mindful. Yeah, keep the distance. Have strong boundaries. I'm sure it'll be fun to reject this individual there, whoever it is. So enjoy that. Okay? Enjoy being able to humble them. I feel like you're meant to, though, respectfully. Like, sometimes that is divine alignment to humble a person. I know it doesn't sound like, high vibrational according to these new spiritual gurus and stuff like that are like all love and light. But sometimes it's love, light, and absolutely the fuck not. Who the fuck do you think you are? Okay. So that's it. Messages, please, for my Aries in regards to career and finances. Messages for Aries in regards to career and finances. Okay. All right. Interesting energy. Ooh, baby. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Don't spend everything at once, Spirit said. And then freedom mindset. Your overall is transformation. So again, you're blossoming. You're stepping into your sovereignty. You're trusting this process. It's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be good, okay? So right now, this is about thinking for the long game, like thinking things through. thinking things through. Some of you guys need to work with rue, okay? Rue is really good for like psychic protection and stuff like that. It's an herb. So maybe some of you guys need to start working with that, because I definitely say that. Or you're a kangaroo. I don't fucking know. Pick your poison. But thinking things through, okay, the long game. Somebody here could be in the military as well. I am getting military with this. Like with my chest card, I always think of like military. And there's, I feel like if you're in the military, somebody's giving you an ultimatum. So it could be like you are getting some sort of ultimatum where you're being told like a command, like you need to go here. You're being, not deported. I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called. Yeah. Some of you guys are being called to a certain thing, and it's like you don't want to go. All right. Because you just had a kid or something like that. Tell me about that. The Chariot card, yeah, and the Tower card. It's gonna come out of nowhere. I feel like somebody's giving you like an ultimatum, like you were supposed to retire by this point. There's something here going on with that. Okay. Deployed. Thank you. Deployed. That's what it's called. Yeah, Gabriella. Thank you. Deployed. Yours came in right after me, so I probably just intuitively picked up on you typing it out. So the Magician card and the King of Cups. Okay. I just feel like it's unexpected, like it's not what you want. And interestingly enough, when I say military, like look, he's literally got like a tank on top of his fucking hearse. Like what the fuck? Okay. This deck is crazy. I love this deck though. It's the zombie tarot. That's so funny. But anyways, that's for someone out there. For others, though, it's about thinking for the long term, like planning things for the long term, okay? I do feel, tell me about this ultimatum, though. Why is there an ultimatum here? This could be coming from, it could be coming from a partner with the Empress in the reverse, where it's like they don't want you to go again. You weren't supposed to go. You just got back home or something. The Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, I feel like you guys were... like they were really excited to have you home, or you were really excited to have your partner home, and again they're being deployed very suddenly, unexpectedly, and it just kind of, somebody might threaten like divorce or separation. They're just, it's a fear-based choice somebody is doing, and honestly I've been there, not in necessarily dealing with somebody in the military, but like making threats I don't plan to keep, and that's kind of what I feel here. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, because that makes things very stressful, right? But it's coming from a place of desperation and genuine concern and worry. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Page of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there's a little bit of emotional manipulation here. It's all good. Whatever. I think that somebody is just really afraid of what could happen to potentially you or the other person, or this is you afraid of like what could happen. Four Wands in the reverse. It's just disharmony in some sort of way, okay? Because they wanted more time together with the other person. All right. Moving forward. Winning, though. Sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. All right. Tell me about this winning card. The Two of Wands and the Star card, nice. It's because the way that you're putting your plans into motion, okay? Yes, exactly. Title of your reading there. It's the discipline that is going to bring you the rich reward. It's, your persistence that's going to bring you the rich reward. And it is going to come in. You are getting wish fulfillment. We have the King of Wands. This is you in your power, taking this inspired action, taking leadership over what needs to get done and getting it done. It's not allowing these external distractions to come in, okay? So it looks really good. Tell me about freedom mindset. The Sun card in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. Thank you. Okay, the World card in the reverse. All right, babies. So you remember when I said at the beginning of this reading, I don't know where I said it or what brought it up, honestly, but I mentioned something about sometimes it's not always what it seems. Like where you're like, oh, we could stay longer at the beach even though the weather app said it was going to rain at 3 p.m. today because it's sunny, there's not a cloud in sight, and then it starts storming, okay? It's like, just stick to the plans. Like sometimes you think you can do something or get away with it, but it might come from a place of, you know, just not truth. We'll say that, okay? And the Nine of Pentacles here. So with the freedom mindset, it's like getting into your head and thinking that something's not going to happen when it is going to happen. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is you being very self-sufficient. The Nine of Pentacles is often an entrepreneur, but you don't have to be an entrepreneur, okay? It's an independent energy. It's where you've built something for yourself that makes you feel good. It could represent luxury, and whatever luxury is to you. To some people, luxury is private jets. For other people, luxury is time and having free time and having that, right? But ultimately, I'm seeing that this is like a peace of mind. So don't be afraid of the unknown. Change is the natural order of things. And know that you will always end up on top, okay? I do see you being very successful. With the freedom mindset, though, make sure that you're combating these negative thoughts or these intrusive thoughts, all right? Like, you know those videos where they're like, just acted on my intrusive thoughts, you know? Then they do something really stupid. They tell you the story about something stupid that they did. Yeah. It's kind of that, avoiding those intrusive thoughts. Transformation, clarify that. Nice. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It is in the reverse. Interesting. Why is it in the reverse? The Hangman and the Ten of Hazards. Okay. Okay. Even if things aren't working out according to plan, you need to keep going. That's it. That's what I'm getting with this. It's not exactly the right time, okay? Have you ever had a mango when it's not ripe? So I lived in Puerto Vallarta for 2 years, okay? We had a mango tree in our front yard. It was freaking amazing. We had lime trees, everything. It was great. Every time we had a margarita, just go outside and grab a lime. It was the best, okay? However, I did eat a mango when it was not ripe, and that shit was like an apple. It was rock hard. Meanwhile, when it was ripe, it was so juicy. It was dripping down my chin, okay? Like I had a hole in my lip. There's a time when things are ripe and there's a time when they need more time. You're in the frame right now where things need more time, but they will be ripe with consistency, with that discipline, with that persistence. So don't give up on this, okay? It's like, don't, if I acted on my intrusive thoughts, I'd be in prison. Same. Same, okay? Yeah, especially, I've got ADHD, so if you can imagine, and a very dark humor. Yeah, so anyways, the Hangman here, though, it's like, don't get so caught in one way of doing things that you can't see that there's another way. So for example, it's like giving directions to your house, right? And you're like, okay, and then turn right here and turn left here, and you give these left right directions, but then your friend's actually driving from a different thing, or they're coming in and they're dropping in with a parachute, or they're coming up from under the ground like a fucking groundhog. I was gonna say mole. Do moles come up from the ground, right? No, they're blind. They come up. I don't know. Under the ground, okay? Groundhogs do come up. I do know that, okay? So it's like resist the urge to control how it shows up in your life, and just know that it is going to show up in the right time when it is ripe. Long story short, that's what I'm going to say for that, okay? Don't be resistant to change. Change is a natural order of things, and don't be afraid of the unknown. Like, you're like, okay, but when, where, what, how, why? It's going to come. It's going to happen. Your win is guaranteed. Your win is guaranteed. Free yourself from the negative or intrusive thoughts, okay? Manifesting money, exactly. Reaching your goals. I'm shuffling this out. You got the hand card. Manifesting money, reaching goals, okay? Help getting a job, hands-on work, etc. So things look really good for you, and it will work out for you. All right. Messages about love or matters of the heart. Matters of the heart section can be platonic or romantic. Take it as it resonates for you. Sometimes I can pick up on a best friend. Other times I can pick up on you. Sometimes I pick up on love life, family member, etc. Messages, please. Thank you. You've got sunglasses. Okay. You got somebody stalking. I always feel like somebody's watching me. What are they watching you do? Rise above their mess. Genuinely. you end up meeting somebody here, or there's a friend that you're going to get a little closer to, and I feel like this friend is really good for your energy. Like, I feel like you and this person have really great chemistry together, or you have a lot of fun together. Okay, they're a huge part of like your leveling up. It is a friend though. I don't feel like there's anything romantic here unless you plan on, I don't know, like scissoring your best friend, which is very gay of you. Tell me what we have here. Check in. Okay. We have obligation, and I'm sorry. Interesting. And uncertain. Okay, positive. So yeah, this friend is very positive for you. Like I said, my intentions are pure and I only want to improve your life. I literally said that and called that out, okay? Which is great. Now, the person that is talking you is checking in, okay? They owe you an apology is what I'm getting. And then we have obligation in the reverse for that. So I need to apologize for what I did. They're watching, looking, stalking, okay, focusing on you in some sort of way. But with the glasses card, they want to do it incognito. They don't want you to know that they're checking up on you. So they're doing it in some sort of sneaky way. You also have obligation in the reverse. And this says, you're a nuisance. I feel obligated to associate with you. But it's in the reverse. And this is clarifying the coffee cup card. So sometimes you might feel like you're overbearing or too much for somebody, but you're not. And I feel like that's your way of almost self-sabotaging like your friendships or your connections, feeling like you're too much. Perhaps you were told you were too much at one point in time, or you know, you're an Aries. People can be like, oh, they're intense, they're wild, they're this, they're that. Shut up. They're not your people, okay? You're never too much for the right people. And I think that's something that you're really learning. All right. In the future, though, I do see some sort of transformation, right, that you're going through. And you might meet somebody, but you're going to be very uncertain or hesitant about this individual. This could also be a new friend that you meet if it's not a romantic partner. Take it as it resonates for you. Tell me about this person stalking. 3 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. They don't even know what's going on in your life, okay? I don't feel like they're getting much or they're getting accurate info. Yeah, Judgment in the reverse. This person is stalking though with like negative feelings and emotions towards you, like wanting to see the worst or wanting to see your downfall. Like they, you know, are you in pain? Like I'm in pain type of energy here. Tell me about this. Yeah, the Hermit card. They do it when they're alone. They do it in secret, okay? The Empress card in the reverse. They're very insecure. They want to know if like you've healed, all right, and what you're up to. The World card here and the 5 of Wands. But they don't have good intentions towards you. So be mindful of that. With the 5 of Wands, it's like, what can I disrupt? What can I do this? You know, they want to see if you're like hurting, and you're not. You're not. Okay. Tell me about obligation and coffee cup. Tell me about this friendship. Justice. Okay, could be a Libra, does not have to be, but it's a soul contract essentially. So you have a soul kin that is coming into your life or is currently in your life since it is showing up in the current position. Ace of Cups, who's acting from a place of purity. This person has positive intentions towards you, okay? Tell me about this. Thank you. We have the Death card. Could be a Scorpio, Libra, Cusper. But it's like this person is here to help you. I said this already. Help you through this transformation. Okay, they're helping you through this transformation. You could have Scorpio in your chart. You could have Libra in your chart. Take it as it resonates. Virgo's also on the table. You could have Virgo in your chart. They could have Virgo in their chart. Tell me about uncertain though and the Phoenix. The Magician and the 2 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're questioning. Four of Wands. It's like constant questioning of like, am I making the right choices and decisions? You know, being very uncertain. There could be a union that is being prepared for you. I'm hearing prepared. What is this? Like a feast? Prepared for you. And when this individual comes around, you're going to be very uncertain. Like, is this the right person for me? And I think that you're going to be shocked and like very in your head about this because you've dealt with so many emotionally unavailable individuals in the past. All right. Now tell me about this positive friendship and passion here. Thank you. You've got the 4 of Hazards and you've got the 2 of Cups. Okay. So Okay. You've been friends for 31 years. I love that. I love that. Um, Tell me about the four of... Wait, was it four of cups? Oh, no. Four of pentacles. Okay. So I was thrown off because Oh, interesting. I said, was it four of cups or four of pentacles? And then I pulled the four of cups reversed. Okay. So you and this friend have actually known each other before, or it's like you guys have, again, a very intense soul connection here. Ace of Wands. I feel like you and this friend are really good at holding each other accountable. So Four of Pentacles is really about accountability. It is a Capricorn card. It's kind of like about restriction or like holding on. So it's like helping each other be accountable in each other's lives and like releasing, letting go of things, moving beyond restrictions, or like hoarding something, keeping it to yourself, right? Ace of Wands, though, represents new passion, adventures, excitement, new opportunities. And that's what this person is in your life for, okay? And vice versa. You're in that person's life for that as well. Okay, Ten of Wands and the Star card. When I tell you that this person is a positive person to have in your life, I mean it. Okay, they are part of like getting you into your power, your destiny, and helping you remove all of these obstacles, heavy burdens, this weight in your life. Okay. So very powerful energy, Aquarius energy showing up here very strongly. Yes, Six of Wands. Okay. And the Queen of Cups, somebody very, intuitive, nurturing, motherly, in some sort of way, and you're that person, vice versa. Okay. Because any relationship, unless it's like parasocial, obviously those are different, requires two individuals nurturing it, right? And that's why I'm saying it's vice versa. It's everything. Okay. Six of Swords, but helping people move into happiness. I love that. And finding their strength, their boldness, their courage. So you guys help each other do that. Leo showing up here as well. Okay. With my duality and her balanced nature, we keep each other grounded for sure. I love that. That's beautiful. It's always important to have friendships like that. I think that friendships are so important. Just human connection in general are so important here. Okay. So be careful with this person spying on you. Obviously, keep your heart open for this union coming in and savor the friendship. Savor the friendship. Yeah, growth. As I'm shuffling this out, it says, I see something inside of you and I admire and I would like to learn from you. So beautiful. This is great. Okay. And then we have goodbye and it's in the reverse. And this is just this person that's having a hard time letting go of this connection that you guys had. Girl talk. I see you guys being happily single though. Enjoying time with friends during this time. Okay. Cupid's arrow. Please keep your heart open. I keep saying that. Keep your heart open. I feel like a lot of you guys are like, nope, no love for me. I don't want it. Because you're still in the middle of like healing, but keeping your heart open just means allowing good things to come into your life. Okay. There's a difference between borders and boundaries. So boundaries still let people in and out. Borders are like, no, stay the fuck out, right? And so I like to have boundaries with my heart where people can still come in and out, whatever. But I don't put up borders. I don't put up walls. I'm not Trump. So, okay. Yeah. All right. Messages here, please. Messages. You are a pure soul with good intentions. We'd love to see that shuffling through here. Okay. You're not seeing clearly is in the reverse. I feel like you are seeing very clearly. All right. Messages, please. Closing out this reading. Symbols, music, numbers, and signs. 7 years single. Keep your heart open, baby. Actively waiting is what I always call it. Symbols, music, numbers, signs. Spirit is communicating with you. We did have 333 show up very strongly for you as well. You could spend your time more wisely. So this is like, don't worry and stress over the minor details. Just know it's happening for you, okay? Messages, please. Thank you. Be gentle on yourself and practice self-love affirmations. This is an important person in your life. I feel like it's this friendship. Be transparent with others. Okay. Confirmation burps, by the way, on my behalf. So yay for that. Take better care of your health mentally and physically. And then new love is coming. Top of the deck. People are projecting their pain onto you. And we have someone that likes you. So I'm telling you, heart open, baby. The love isn't here this week. I'm going to be real with you. All right. But you're being prepared for it, like on a soul level. That's why I do my readings the way that I do, because the etheric field is a layer in your aura, which means that you're grounding it down into reality as you do the work, as you manifest, as you go about life. So new love is coming here. You got a lot of people liking you. You got some weirdo ex projecting their pain onto you. Be careful of assuming that pain as your own. That's what I've got for you, Aries. Again, your persistence is going to richly reward you. So keep going this week and know that the fruition is coming. I love you guys. Don't forget to like this reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye.